Welcome to Tweakatune, the YouTube channel especially created to provide feedback and promotion from millions of aspiring songwriters all over the world. Mary Dawson is a published professional songwriter and author of the book How to Get Somewhere in the Music Business from Nowhere with Nothing. Her 25-year background as a songwriter, instructor, and coach has motivated and equipped her to help others polish their craft of songwriting. Now join us for this week's edition of Tweakatune.
Hello everyone, I'm Mary Dawson, and it is my pleasure to welcome you to yet another installment of Tweakatune. Now, if you're a first-time visitor or you return frequently, I hope you will stay with us for the next few minutes because we have a great song to share with you today. It comes from one of the great music capitals in the country, Austin, Texas. The writer is Joe Strauss, who is a songwriter, a producer, a performer, and he also conducts a monthly songwriting critique session in the Austin area. Kind of intimidating for me to be critiquing a critiquer, but I'm going to do my very best. Joe has written a song called California Hills, based upon the artwork of Edward Hopper, who was a famous American 20th century painter. We'll hear more about that later. But right now, let's enjoy Joe's song, California Hills, and the painting of the same name. Here we go.
I'm used to living alone up here, but there's homes being built. You should see how much it's changed since you moved from these California hills. Love burned inside and burned us out, a steady test of stubborn wills. Might have won, but I really lost when you left these California hills. Under the fridge, I found a note, shopping list with your X's and O's. Barely held your favorite cologne, bittersweet reminder from long ago. Changing weather, change your mind. Calm or windy, you need a thrill. You are always welcomed here back in these California hills.
Well, before I tell you all the things I like about this song, I want to give you a little more background on the project. Some years ago, Pat Pattison, who is a professor of songwriting at Berklee College of Music in Boston, came to Austin to do a songwriting seminar. Joe was in the seminar, and Pat challenged the writers to write 14 songs in 14 days, just to discipline themselves as writers. Joe took up that challenge and did it. But then he kept on writing one song a week for 52 weeks. And he was able to complete a project that he had wanted to do for many, many years. And that was to interpret with words and music the paintings of the artist Edward Hopper. And so that gave Joe a wonderful opportunity. Now, what I love about this song and about his whole project, the CD called 10 Pieces of Light, all based upon the artwork of Edward Hopper, is the total concept to interpret with words and music, another kind of art form, which is visual. I think that's a wonderful idea. And it also gave Joe a ready-made fan base, because all the people who love Edward Hopper and are the artsy kind of people will also love these songs. And that's the niche that Joe is pitching to, which will be outstanding, I think. Now, this song was very, very well written in the AABA song form. As you remember, A always stands for a verse, and there are no choruses in the AABA. But Joe developed his song very well, placing his hook title at the end of each A section, which is very strategic. He He also used some very fresh lyrical images and nice rhymes that kept the song moving forward. And even the song was a little bit sparse. It represented the artwork of Edward Hopper perfectly, I thought. So a very, very nice job. Well, clearly, Joe is a very experienced and good interpreter of art. He's a great songwriter. As we said earlier, his audience is going to be a bit limited to those people who really enjoy art and jazz, but he did an excellent job of interpreting Hopper's work, I feel, as he did in his entire collection, 10 Pieces of Light. I know you're going to want to check that out at his website at StraussSongs.com. Now, I had one suggestion, Joe, on the bridge of the song, just something to think about. It's just me. The bridge section usually contrasts with the A sections. And your bridge started out with a nice contrast, but by the time we got to the end of the bridge, it kind of merged back into the same harmonies of the verses. I sort of would like to see it take a different approach into that last A section so that there was a little more contrast, but that's just me. You have probably thought of that already and decided to go with it the way you have it. So I love the song, I love the idea, I love the concept. Really good job. Well, thanks, Joe, for submitting to us today. And again, please check out 10 Pieces of Light at his website, StraussSongs.com. And I would also encourage everybody to take up Pat Patterson's challenge and try writing 14 songs in 14 days. That really adds discipline to your craft, and that's always a good thing. And once you've written all those songs, then please send one to us. We would love to tweak one of your songs. The service is free. You can find all the submission guidelines at tunesmithonline.com. It's all digitally submitted, so there's no even postage to worry about. So thanks again for everybody who joined us, and until next time, I'm Mary Dawson, and here at Tweakatune, you know, we believe you deserve to be heard.
Thanks for joining us for this week's edition of Tweakatune. Now we want to hear from you. Visit the link to our Facebook page to download submission guidelines. Until we tweak again, keep writing.